Hi, everybody.
Hello, I'm Ryan.
I'm Bethany.
And we are Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews.
And today we're going to be talking about Gulo Gulo.
Yeah, so I don't know what it translates to. I think it's Wolverine?
Sure.
That's what the rules kind of hint at, but
Yeah.
I don't know. So in this game, it is a dexterity style game where you are trying to pluck these eggs out of this nest egg, or this egg nest, without setting off the alarm. And if you are able to do that, you have to advance along the track, eventually trying to free baby Gulo, who had wandered into the vulture's nest, and you have to rescue him. So there's a whole lot of, this is a really deep plot here. Just a really intense drama of these Wolverines stealing eggs. Let me show you how it works. All right, so here is the setup for Gulo Gulo. We've got our little Wolverines, our little Gulo Gulos here. We have all the tiles, and then also the last stack was where we're trying to get to. That's our goal. And then, of course, the vehicle that moves along the whole thing is the nest full of eggs. So on your turn, what you're going to do is you're going to flip over a tile, and then you have to pull out an egg with one hand without knocking over this stick with the egg alarm on it. If you're able to do that, you advance to that tile. All right, so let's get a red here. All right, then the next person, they have a choice. They can either flip over a new one or just choose red and go to that tile. Early on, most people just take the risk. So let's go here, get a yellow. And that person would go there. All right, so as the board progresses and things get more challenging, basically what's going to happen is we're going to come to a situation where we have two tiles of the same color. Now what's going to happen is, again, you could choose yellow. You know, this character right here could choose yellow, but they would only move to whatever the closest one is. They wouldn't go all the way to the front of the line. However, they could choose again to pick over the mystery one. And if it's, something like that, they were able to successfully get a green. They would have gone all the way up to here. So everyone is taking eggs out of the nest. Eventually, it's going to come to the point where an egg's going to fall out, or if I get it, there it goes. The egg alarm is going to fall over. And when that happens, whoever caused it to fall over, they have to go backwards to the most recent tile that matches the same color they were just going for. So that might be, 3, 4, 5 tiles they have to go backwards. Once a player reaches the final stack of tiles, this is where the baby Gulo Gulo is hiding. They then get to go through the entire stack one at a time until they find baby Gulo. But if at any point they miss or knock over the egg alarm, their turn ends. The next player then gets a chance to go through, hopefully make it all the way up to that point, and then find baby Gulo. If you can find baby Gulo and pluck out one of these purple eggs, you have won the game.
This will be called the Cat Pajamas Takeover. And I will, no matter what, I'll be in this video. Oh, and please subscribe. Thank you.
Alright, so today we're talking about Gulo Gulo. This is the dexterity game where you were trying to pluck eggs out of a bowl of a certain color in order to advance on the track. What's your favorite part about this game?
I like trying to pluck those eggs out. Egg alarm, tweet, 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 tweet. Takes her right back. And it's like the birds actually do a singular click because you have to put all the eggs back in the egg nest.
That's true. Alright, any other parts of the game that you like?
Baby purple Gulo.
Yeah, the little baby Gulo Gulo, the baby Wolverine, I think it is. He's very cute. Is there any part of this game that you don't like?
My little sister can't play it.
Yeah, she's only 3. What would you say the good age range to play this game is?
4 to 10.
You think 10-year-olds would like it? If it were me, I'd probably taper that down to like 7 or 8. But either way, 3 is probably too young. 4 is probably the sweet spot to start playing Gulo Gulo. All right, anything else you want to say to the people?
Please subscribe. Oh, and bye.
I think it's fun that you can actually play semi-competitively with your child because of the dexterity. Now, you would think that would put you in the favor of the game, but the kids' teeny little hands really help them when they're pulling the eggs out of this. It's ridiculous. You're like, the egg alarm is for sure going off because they're just being ridiculous, and they pull an egg out, and you're like,
how'd you even get that?
And then you are being as careful as you can be, but your big chunky fingers knock it over anyway. So I like that that you can actually play pretty competitively with you and the child in your life because of the dexterity and your chunky fingers.
I like the push your luck aspect of this game. You kind of can take that gamble of, do you want to flip over the most recent tile or the most, the furthest up unknown tile, and maybe it's, a new color that you haven't seen yet. You can jump way up ahead, or you can make a more strategic choice and, take, do this, run the numbers and see, well, I haven't seen a lot of reds yet, so maybe it's a red, that kind of thing. So there's a really cool, catch-up mechanic almost, and a little bit of strategy to choosing which egg to go for, in addition to choosing, by looking at the
Yeah.
the nest and being like, that blue is what's best for me, but it's also going to be really hard to get to. So I like that part of the game.
So we did teach this to our 3-year-old, and as our almost 7-year-old mentioned, she's able to play it. She gets the rules of the game, but not the strategy behind the game. She was just choosing her favorite color over and over again and not really trying to get to the end, try to get that purple egg. She wasn't going for that. So she can play. She understood the rules. She could take her turn, but it's not like she was really playing.
Yeah. All right, so this version of the game is called Gulo Gulo. It is out of print, unfortunately, but there is a re-implementation called Pharaoh's Gulo Gulo by Haba. So if anything we said sounds interesting and you can't find this version, I would recommend Pharaoh's Gulo Gulo. It's basically identical in almost every way. It's a re-theme, obviously. You are kind of delving into this Pharaoh's tomb. You're trying to get the treasures and break the spell, all that kind of stuff. There's, instead of eggs in the nest, there's boulders.
Yeah.
And the egg alarm is like this staff of Ra or whatever that you. And there's some scarabs that help you get to the end game, that final stack of tiles. So other than that, it's almost identical. So yeah, we recommend that too.
Well, make sure to stay tuned to the very end for our pounds and inches update. But until then, make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube under Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews. You can also follow us on Facebook under Ryan and Bethany Board Game Reviews. You can also see the pictures of games we're currently playing on Instagram under Ryan and Bethany. You can also chat with us on Twitter under Ryan and Bethany 1.
Well, thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. We will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Hey everybody, thanks for sticking around till the end of the review for our pounds and inches segment. Boy, oh boy, it's nice to have this kind of quarantine kind of starting to end in some states. A little signs of life, and no comment on whether they should or not, but just saying it's nice to see some people out and about. I know I have been just terrible to my body during this. Way more stagnant than I should be. Eating.
As like most of America has been.
Right, but I'm already
gentle.
predisposed to not eating real healthy. So I'm going back to the very, very basics of something that I had some success with losing weight a while back, which is just calorie counting. My portion control is just way out of whack. I eat 2-3 times what I should, and so I'm just going back to the basics in calorie counting. I know there's some really great diets out there, and I've tried a lot of them, and I'm going to go back to some of them eventually. But for now, I need to retrain my brain to be okay with eating less without getting in a grumpy mood. So that's my strategy for the next couple of weeks. See how that goes, and then I might try to implement some of the better eating, the diets per se, that kind of thing.
Care more about the nutrition and
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so that's my strategy. That's my strategy going forward. Let us know what you're doing to try to achieve better health. Let us know what games you're playing, and let us know how you're doing during all this kind of quarantine and pandemic stuff going on. We'd love to hear from all you guys. All right, so until next time, we will see you later.
Bye.
Bye.